Welcome. In this video, we're going to create a brand new site in Business Analyst Web. We're going to generate reports and infographics, edit the constituent drive times, and change the colors. To get going, I need to make sure that I'm using the Add a Pin option, which lets me add an address or location as opposed to a boundary or search for other things in the map. When it's set, simply click in the box and start typing in an address. You can do this for anywhere in the world. It's got search in, so as you type, it's looking for this address. So New York Street, 380 New York Street is what I'm looking at. If I make a mistake, I can back up. I've got the spelling mistake here, which I'm going to correct, and you'll see that it's selecting these different addresses. So now with New York Street Redlands incorrectly, I can click on the prompt. It will automatically zoom to that area, and I'm free to start adding other things like a site name. Site name's really important because this is how I'm going to identify this location in my table of contents, this thing on the left-hand side. So this is Esri HQ, and I'm going to generate some drive times around it, although I could also add rings and walk times. Applying the system defaults, I generate this map, which is colored red, green, and blue. You can see on the left-hand side, I now have Esri HQ in my table of content. I can go in and change the color of this. So I'm going to change the dark blue here to light blue, which looks better on my maps, but I could also change the border and the symbol associated with this. I click OK, and I'm going to have new colors. But I can also set it not just locally, but for all of my areas. So you can see now for drive time, by default, it's red, green, blue. I can use these two controls to set the colors all the way across my system or just locally for the map. But let me also change a couple of other things. This time what I want to do is change the current parameters from 5, 10, 15 to 5, 7, and 10 minutes drive time. For these areas now, I will see my Esri HQ on the left-hand side, and it tells me it's generated by drive times. I could also generate polygons by hand drawing them, or use standard geographies like zip codes or counties. But for now, we're going to continue using this drive time area. Now I'm happy with the way that my site looks and the drive times that I've chosen. I want to run some reports. Esri's curated more than 20 reports on different topics, and one of the most popular and valuable is a demographic and income profile. I can generate that either as a PDF or Excel. It only takes a couple of seconds to run. Here it is now opening in my browser, and you can see it contains lots of tables by topic as well as some charts. The report that you ran appears over here in the table of content with the name of the report. One of the things I encourage everybody to do is to rename that report to be associated with the site that it was run on. In this case, I'm going to make it Esri HQ DNI, which stands for Demographic and Income Report. This helps me connect my sites and the reports associated with them. As well as those much more traditional reports, we have interactive infographics. These are much more visual in the way that information is put together, but they're also associated by different topics. And of course, Esri has curated a number of infographics that you can use as part of your starter. So that concludes this video on getting started with Business Analyst and creating your first site, running reports, and modifying the characteristics of that site. I hope you found this video useful, and I look forward to you joining me in other videos to learn more about Business Analyst Web. Thank you.